welcome back to another episode here on UFSU University.
Got him.
My name's Tam, and I'm joined by
Travis, TNT Tangeman,
James,
and Michael.
What Study Hall is for the unenrolled is we've taken a bunch of your guys' UFS topics, as well as some of our own, and we sit down and we discuss them for your amusement, entertainment, and knowledge. So with that said, a little bit of housekeeping before we get into it. If you like the content, please go out to patreon.com/UFS University, subscribe to one of the tier levels, and throw us some bucks so we can keep the lights on and keep delivering some really awesome, cool content for you. My computer died. I killed my computer. Because
physically, actually.
I suck at computering. Me and James spent about 4 hours recording the
cram sessions
for 7th Cross, and I lost it all.
Oh no.
All of it.
Gross.
and
no.
the podcast,
As well
and
as
all the assets, and all the
I lost everything
programs.
from my computer. So
his computer is empty,
7th Cross,
like his soul.
like my soul, 7th Cross is going to be obviously delayed. It's not out.
Tam's fault. Blame Tam.
Whatever. So, yeah, my bad. I'm trying to get my computer fixed, and then we'll rock it again.
Might be.
If you want to support us in a different way, you can do cool YouTube stuff like comment, share, subscribe.
Yeah.
And then lastly, we've got a TCG player, which we will have 7th Cross up very, very soon. How was your week in UFS?
Pretty good. I tested the Woodman Stacker deck. It was fine. I did get a little bit unlucky at that tournament, I'd say, but I think the deck definitely could be improved, which is something I'd be interested in doing in the future.
Okay.
And this week, I also plan on building a Stacker Raptor list.
Okay. Just really digging deep into the stacking mechanic.
Yeah.
Are you just liking it that much?
Yeah, I'm stacking has always been a really cool mechanic to me. So like I really like Mega Man and stuff, and it's an interesting concept to explore, and I'm glad that they finally got around to it again.
Okay. I dig it. James, how's your week in UFS?
I played Mad Pro at our locals.
How Mad Pro under
Fire.
Fire.
And what was the cool gimmick you were doing with Mad Pro?
Everything's unblockable.
Everything's blockable. You're playing all 4
Stacking.
characters. You're stacking.
Yeah. I went 0-3, but I took everybody to game 3.
Hey, how often did you get all 4 characters up?
I'll say the ones where you destroyed me game 1.
The only game you didn't was against me.
Yeah. Like outside of our match, yeah. I beat you. You beat me really fast. Then I beat you really fast because I had like 3 coffees almost in hand.
That's right.
And then you beat me really fast again. And then I think 2 out of the 3 games versus Travis, I didn't have it. But like other than that, I had like every single game.
Okay. Yeah. And Michael, where'd you play the tournament?
Bank Soaks.
I played Air Torn, Tornaloo. Yeah.
Footloose.
My deck's sweet. I really like it. I've only made changes to try and like make it more consistent. I think I want to mess with the attack lineup, but I think my foundations are solid. I think my actions are solid. I think the assets I'm playing are fine. And I think my deck is really good. And if I open up well enough, I can kill you on turn 2, like almost guaranteed. So
Yeah.
I think my deck is very good.
I still have Scorpion made, which Samantha Stevens ran at our locals. I'm probably going to run it this weekend.
She should have 2-0'd me.
She should have. Because I grant you death is a nutty.
If you died to I grant you death twice, you might have quit the game. Like we were sitting next to you during that match, and she did that. And you were like,
You were so mad.
you were so upset. You were
That
so
card is
upset.
really
No,
dumb
because my
though.
You were exactly at 12. You responded.
I know, and my hand was
Yeah?
like super good. I had
You're
like
right.
double fog blanket, iron knuckle, irradiate.
Oh, that's right. It wasn't that you like died from I grant you death. You died from 3 I grant you death.
Yes.
Yeah, it was
I have every reason
death,
to be
death,
mad.
death.
James,
4-4-4. Yeah, you should,
Don't
you should be
don't
mad
don't
as
sit at
fuck.
12.
don't get poked once. Don't my 20 life character. Don't get poked.
Why are you
once,
sitting at
ladies and
12 when
gentlemen.
I grant you death's a card?
Duh.
You
Don't
gotta at least be sitting at 19. You
Don't-
don't want to die by all 4.
It's not
Don't
like I
block
didn't
this.
Try and block.
don't block this from hell.
Yeah.
Get fucked.
I played P Shooter Devora. That deck is really rad, but it is not quite wide enough in order to encompass like a real real competitive scene. It's really fun casually. It's really fun at locals, but I don't think it has much to do outside of it. If you have any lists, I'd love to see them. And then I am trying to figure out if I'm going to play Scorpion for Dallas or if I'm going to play Dejanet for Dallas.
I seriously think you should play Dejanet. I think that deck is really good.
I also think so.
I just think Mike doesn't want to have to play against Scorpion.
I think that deck is very good because of like the advantage that you can gain.
Yeah.
And then the fact that your character is so like good on defense.
I mean, she already won a PTC.
Yeah, she did. She did. And my list that I made before I even saw Scott's was incredibly similar. But we will get to that. We're gonna try and see if we can get through top the whole PTC in one topic, but man, do I just not think we're going to. I think it's just too big of a topic. We're going to start at 8th place with Gil under all. This deck is sick.
By Matthew Turner.
Piglet has made his triumphant return. He had a big, huge, long post on Facebook about where he's been in his retirement and has come back to the game.
I do not know him, but I read that entire thing.
And it was
that was a lot.
So
to read.
great, wasn't it?
Yeah.
One of the nicest guys in the whole wide world.
Yeah. I don't know you, but it's nice to have you back.
So yeah, let's talk about it. 17 attack. Gil is playing Pit. Hanya is punching Judy Gil, which sounds sick.
Yeah.
And he said like his main inspiration for the deck was actually seeing Shane Duckworth's Goro list from Worlds, and he's playing Shokin Prince Gil.
Yeah.
Is
Wow.
this viable? Like Gil's one of those characters like we've seen a bunch of different builds and they all look super similar. This is the first cool build, lame Gil that I've ever seen.
I think I don't know how someone didn't think of this like before he did, because this is actually a really good wall strategy because you have a character that not only gains life but reduces speed to make things extremely easy to block and is actually a 7-hander whenever they play cards.
Yeah.
So like the reason why it's good is you can wall out better than your opponent because whenever they're playing cards, you're drawing cards. B, all of their stuff is easier to block because you're Gil, so you give things minus speed, which means that you can purely outlast them in a battle of, oh, my attacks are going to get more stats than yours.
My issue here is that we don't have any attack recursion. We're playing 16.
17.
Or 17, sorry. We're playing 17 attacks. Like,
Yeah.
Wind Embrace is cool. Ghost Thief is cool. Seraphatic Wing is cool. Like, but it's a 4-of on reversal. Like, Plant Barrier. I guess Plant Barrier is our attack recursion. I block with Plant Barrier. I stack an attack.
Draw a card.
You play another card. I draw a card.
If you don't, I draw on my turn. So.
Yeah. Okay, so Plant Barrier is...
And like
is
Ghost
bad.
Thief draws
Very
him 3
good.
cards, so like...
Yeah, and we've got like 4 high seas. Like, not only that, but we're playing... No, we're not playing... Yeah, we are playing 4 Telekinetic Mastery. So
Of course.
This, yeah.
The card's so nuts.
Yeah.
That card is so good.
And so, like, Gil's going to stretch out his 27 life forever. Reduce your speed. If you try to increase the speed or damage, I'll decrease the speed or damage, whichever I need, to infinity. And we've got 4 Shokin Prince, 4 High Seas Adventure whenever I don't want to deal with something. This deck seems really rad.
Curious
God.
Magnetism, too.
4 Commander of Outworld's army too.
Yep.
Yeah,
Hey, you know-
he's never dying.
Yeah.
You just like Curious Magnetism, drop their speed, flip it.
Whoever got 4th place is who he lost.
Kevin
to.
Broberg.
Kevin Broberg, which we'll get to.
That makes a lot of sense actually.
The Spike deck just seems to like. I think it was just gonna run him over. I think this deck's like super interesting. Anything else to say on Gil?
No, I think the
it
deck's
is-
cool.
I think it is beautifully defensively, and then with Punch and Judy, it's got like good offensive
It's
power.
got that
Gil is one
blowout.
of those characters that I have probably made the most starting deck lists for. Of like, hey, I want to play Tenga Dive, and then I'll like make the deck, and then be like, oh, I don't want to play this anymore. I get halfway through the list, and then like, oh, I want to play Guilty Throne because I think Guilty Throne Gil's insane. I don't want to play this anymore. It's just one of those characters that I think is so wide with what he can do that I'm really glad that Piglet brought the strategy. Moving on to 7th, we've got Chun-Li 2-Dot,
Whoa.
John Ash. The interesting thing that I'm seeing here is just one Nutcracker.
One Nutcracker.
Give me a
and-
reason why that's he played 1 because he didn't not because he didn't own 3, but
I
because
was
he
going to
wanted
say
to
he
play
doesn't own $120 to spend on.
one. Yeah. Why would he only play 1?
because the other attacks do more in his deck for what he wants to do. Drawing one card with no way to do anything with it doesn't do anything for him. Like, the only thing that he can really do is
Is he playing?
that's it. Like, all he can do is just put a card that's going to count towards progressive in his card pool to draw a card.
Okay.
And it has Breaker 1.
Yeah,
Breaker 2.
that makes sense. So like, the most mileage you ever get out of Nutcracker usually is when you're adding in something that doesn't count towards progressive with it. So like, Sense of Morals or what's the card from Endine?
Seasoned Guide.
So yeah, Season Guide, stuff along those lines that doesn't count
Or
towards
unless
your
you
prog.
got, like, Let's Cut Loose.
Yeah,
Or
or-
Maxie's Foundation.
or
Max's
Let's Cut Loose.
Foundation.
Yeah, stuff like that. So like, you're really getting the most mileage from it out of either all Earth than you are from, like, let's say playing a good deck.
I mean, I gotta disagree only because like Burning with Revenge has good on it,
I mean, sure.
doesn't
But-
it? It's got
Yeah, it's
air-
Maxie's card.
good.
Oh yeah,
Good
all
yeah.
air.
I guess
Yeah.
it does have good. So
So 10 damage Nutcrackers seem like
So
that's
it's-
the only way I kill people.
it's good under all of its symbols, but I'd say it's better under like all because
Okay.
you have more options that don't count towards progressives.
Did you
It's
see
also
my
not a shuffle
Chun-Li
target.
Yeah,
It's also not, yeah.
yeah.
Did you see my Chun-Li deck I did for the channel?
Mm-mm.
There's a lot of cool let's cut loose and moving shit
Yeah.
stuff. It's really neat.
Probably like
And
that
then-
whole package isn't fair. But
Yeah.
Yeah.
is there anything else interesting about this?
Yeah, I'm not seeing any 7th Cross cards.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So
that's
it's
true.
it's just, it's also the weekend that it came out, and so like
Yeah.
you might just not have them.
Yeah.
Desperate for Redemption seems really rad.
His side deck has a Morgan 2-dot.
Oh, does it?
Yeah.
It does.
That's rad.
That's
and Double Dark
interesting.
Cherry Toe. I'm digging that. I'm also digging For Captain's Discontent. We called it that card.
That card's nuts.
That
That
card's
card's
very, very good.
That card's very good now.
That card should always be a 4 of now.
4 Confronting Jetta. 4 of that unique card. Seems needed.
Yeah.
It's 3/3 in Chun-Li.
Yeah.
It's XX.
He really
in
wants
Morgan.
to see it.
Yeah.
Plus with like Nutcracker, anything that has EX on it, you're just like, oh, +6 speed, +6 damage. So that's a really good thing as well. Woody's Leaf Shield, if they're in deadlock, you play it. Oh, I'll give it 5/5. Oh, it was actually 5/10.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's super good. That's super good. Moving on. We're going to do Timmy Two Belts. He'll always be Timmy Two Belts in my heart. Tim Keefe playing Selinka 1-dot. And this is interesting. He's only playing 5 characters. He's
Yeah.
not playing the
I've
full
actually
8.
been seeing that in a lot of all of these deck profiles for all these characters.
And I got to say, I agree.
Yeah.
Tornaloose is the only one playing more, but that's because he doesn't have to have them in his deck.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He starts
He
without
starts with them.
Yeah.
So, like, he's
Yeah.
the only one that
So,
doesn't
like,
have to.
It makes a lot of sense because A, characters can clog your starting hand,
Mhm.
and B, especially with Selinka, you only really need to stack up to 4 of the 2-dot because stacking another one of the 1-dot doesn't actually do anything for you.
It makes...
It counts as 2 characters.
No,
Well,
the 1
no.
dot doesn't. The 2 dot does.
The 2-dot does.
Oh, I thought it said all your
No.
other characters. Okay.
No.
But the 1 dot says that like when you do play Moondance Ritual, you get to pick up a cooler card. Like if you have
Well-
to build it.
Well,
right?
yeah, but optimally, you don't want to be building a 1-dot. You'd rather just build a 2-dot.
Yeah.
But it doesn't matter because, like, if he stacks all of them, the most he can get is 5 anyways, and the biggest card he has is a 5 diff.
Well, that's not true because Selinka 2 dot
Counts as
as
2.
2.
So
Yeah.
he just needs to build 2 dots and he can get
Oh,
a
Yeah.
5.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
So, like,
and so like you like I think the ones are just
like-
extra. It's just
It
3
does-
more damage that you could possibly have on your
what's her base
add a
difficulty?
character add a thing down.
4.
Okay.
Your non-throw attack gets +X damage. It's also characters in your discard pile for Alurophobia.
Yeah.
But we're only playing 2 of that card. I think this card's really, really cool. I think this deck's really, really cool. I'm not sure how I feel about Moonflare. I actually I'm not seeing it's a 4.
So I was
high for
reading some
5
comments
stun
because
too.
people mentioned it too. Was like one of the reasons Tim said he really, really likes in this deck is because it covers your zones. Like the block zone on that card covers a lot of things.
The high.
Yeah, like that's what he said. He was like that worked really well defensively, and like it just kind of does enough on offense.
Okay.
It was like he just needed something to cover that zone. I believe. I'll look see if I can find it. It might just be this one right here. We'll
4
see.
Wishing Ward. Momentum control, probably for the Deja matchup.
Yeah.
I wasn't too sure.
Oh,
about that card.
he was talking about Purifying Roar.
I
Never
love that
mind.
card. I think that card's really, really good.
I like that he's playing
That was
Cassiel.
what, they were talking about Purifying Roar in the comments. It
I
wasn't.
think that card's really good too.
Yeah, I agree.
It's really good against my deck. Turn
It's
off
really
that
good
evil
against
eye.
a lot of decks.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting rid of I mean, it's why people ran Admiral Two-Fist on McChompington.
I think the actual.
I don't know what that card does.
It's a champ card that says the same thing, but R commit after an attack is played. Seal one of your opponent's foundations. This attack is +2 or -2 speed.
Oh,
It's just
sweet.
like,
It's real good.
It's super good. It's got an alligator.
My favorite part of his
shooting cannon out
deck?
of his chest.
That's really cool.
Favorite part of his deck, White House.
Oh yeah.
White
Well,
House.
yeah,
is
That's
so
really-
good.
it's really
White
good
House
in that
is
deck.
White House is good now, but well, even better because of stackers and such. Just because Gauge counts towards your White Houses because it says when a card enters your staging area.
I like it. I wish it was playing. At least I don't think it is.
What card?
Names
Yeah,
are
nobody
fucking
likes it. The burn Selinka attack.
It was.
Oh, wait,
was.
is it?
Moonflare.
Yeah,
Oh,
Moonflare.
that is Moonflare.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it is. That is
Yeah.
Moonflare. He's
I
playing
think that
forward.
card is rad. Oh, well, this card's rad. Is that a bird on his hat?
Yeah.
Oh my god, that card's
Oh
cool.
no! Oh no! It's not a bird. It's a skull and a.
He's a pirate captain.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has two
He has
boats. If he has Ben Shoemaker, this is Ben Shoemaker's stuffed alligator. This was his remove from game pile. He had a little alligator, and he would take it anytime he'd remove a card from game. Toofus would eat it. Yeah, it was super cute.
That's
He retired
really
him.
Yeah, sweet
And
deck.
Toofus has more cardboard than most people.
I-
He's got like 3 or
I'm
4
pretty
cards
sure
or some
Toofus
shit.
has more cardboard or the same amount of cardboard as Ben Shoemaker.
Yeah. Moving on.
Jesse Allen playing
Jesse Allen
Grow.
playing Grow. How you like his Grow deck? You're the only person here who's played Grow. I made a Grow deck in your honor, but
Oh, it's this
Oh,
one.
four
Calamitous
Four Demi
Judgment?
Lovato.
14 Lovato. This dude's trying to reversal you.
Yeah.
Off-symboled Sun God Choke.
Swallow
Wow.
your soul.
Windmill Punch. This kid's trying to get you, man.
Jeez.
4 Guild Seeker.
I
I love
didn't-
this deck lineup.
I do not want to play against this.
Yeah.
I'm
Yeah.
dead.
Yeah.
So, I don't know.
I don't know. Travis
So-
TNT Tangements. Expert opinion.
So
This card is gross. This deck is gross on offense.
I like this deck,
Gross.
but
And Calamitous Judgment is gross on defense.
yeah, I like this deck, but
Burns you for a 1 in
I
every one of
feel
cards in your
like-
card pool.
Sublimating Blade is actually just too good in this character to pass up on.
So the issue with Supplementing Blade is like with Supplementing Blade, you don't get access to Guild Seeker, which I think is like the thing, right? Like Guild Seeker, I'll discard a card, multiple it out, get 2/2, blow up a foundation I don't like,
Or an asset.
or an asset I
Which
don't
is
like.
So-
really viable.
Like White
right now,
House.
I think. Like a lot of different decks are playing
You
assets.
actually still do get access to Moonset with
Guild Seeker.
Guild Seeker because you can use the multiple as a multiple one for
Yeah, but you can't use
sublimating.
You
I
can't
thought-
use Guild Secret itself.
Yeah,
I thought
that's
Supplemental
fine.
Blade had to be a 3. A
Yeah,
3/3.
a printed 3
So
or
the
less
multiple copy
card.
can be because its technical printed difficulty is 0.
Oh.
Yeah.
The print-
That's why Supplementing Blade is so good, because you play 2 3s, Supplementing Blade, flip your 2 3s into momentum, and then you play another Supplementing Blade and you can flip the other ones.
Yeah, and then it's still a 7 for 7 because of Guild Seeker.
Okay. Okay. I'm down. So you think he should just like take out one of these cards and like? Do you think the other option is that like he just doesn't need it? Like it's the 2 is just not needed because of how often he just kills people?
I think I don't know. I think I would take out probably 2 Sun God Chokes. Like the card is good, but
The card's nuts in this deck.
if you're playing Sublimating Blade, you're outputting the same damage that this card gives you on one card.
Yeah, but like
True.
this card's
And you also
nuts.
don't have to pay life for it. So,
It moves.
yeah, it does, but he's not playing a bunch of foundations or anything that say this card moving actually matters.
His card pool being empty is what matters. He has to play more attacks.
Yes, that's
He can do Sun
but-
God, move it, play Windmill.
I think it's just like that it's like a free kind of like poke that like sets up more damage.
That also is.
And then the fact that it leaves and like with Grow's effect, it's just gonna pump your next attack, and then you're just gonna snowball downhill.
So when I made this Grow deck in your honor, I did play Supplementing Blade, and I left out cool cards like, don't do that, you're gonna wreck your phone. Like Guilt Seeker. But now that like you're talking about it, I kind of feel like you easily could just still play it. Like
Yeah.
I get, and to that point, I'm just not positive that you need it in a character that gives 2/2 to everything, right? Like, think about the games that you had whenever you were playing that deck. I think if you slimmed down this Grow deck and made it look a little bit more like this, like Jesse Allen's deck, if you took out the Supplement Blades or like cut it to a 3 of, how often did that win you the game, and then by how much? On which multiple did it win you the game?
So
Normally, whenever you played it, right, you played like Supplementing Blade multiple 2'd, you let this one resolve, and then you picked it back up and played it again.
yeah.
And so, like, at that point, you don't even need the 3 diffs. Like, you can just play Supplementing Blade by itself.
Yeah,
Poke them twice and then whatever, right?
that's true. Well, you only have to poke him once because of Grow.
Right.
Yeah. So
And that
like,
once was maybe with a Swallow Your Soul.
yeah. So I think that
That sounds
What-
rad.
when I played this deck, Sublimating Blade actually carried the deck super hard.
Okay.
Like, that was my kill condition, and most of the time, I could kill them with just raw stats because I was playing stuff like Death Charge, which said all of my attacks are now getting 2/4 instead of 2/2.
Mm-hmm.
But when I didn't have Death Charge, I had to kill them with Sublimating Blade.
Okay. I think this deck is really good. I love the fact he's playing 2 Erendite Replica on the sideboard, whether for breaker 3 blocks or increasing your multiple rating by
Yeah.
1.
I love that he's playing 4 out of your league inside
Oh, of course. Prepare Fight sucks.
and revoke
Yeah.
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 I
in
think
this
high
deck-
seas.
This deck's good. It like honestly, I don't know how many mids there are here, but we maybe even like could play like a Reptile or even like a
Low, high.
what's her name? Zhanghua.
Yeah.
Like we might even like
None
be
of
able
these
to,
are
be able to
mids.
do some of that. What?
None of these attacks are mids.
One more punches.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
that's it.
That's it.
Yeah.
Climax Judgment is.
Yeah. Is it?
Yeah.
No,
Demi Lovato is.
it's. I thought Demi Lovato was a high.
No, it's a mid.
Calamitous Judgment is a mid.
Both
And so
Climax
is-
and Demi are highs.
So 4, 8, 12?
Yeah.
12 of our attacks are mids.
All right, we're gonna reset the camera and then we'll be back for top 4. All right, into top 4 we've got Kevin Broberg. Playing 1 Spike 1 and 3 Spike 2s. He's playing a bunch of cool shit. This is under
Yeah.
life, yeah.
Yep. So,
Uh,
like...
James, tell me about this deck, man.
I lost my spot.
Okay,
so-
we'll find it real fast. Travis, can you talk about it?
So I think he's utilizing a lot of the 7th cross stuff here. So like you can see Chaos Scissors, which is an extremely good card because it covers 2 zones at the same time. So like it says you have to reveal a low to block high. So you have to have a low block and a high block in order to block this card. And then you also have Fanatical Purification, which is an extremely good card in our meta because it says, oh, I can block with this 1 high block. I'll flip it and seal everything in your card pool.
Yeah.
So, like, it's a really good control piece, and that's what Spike wants to be doing as a character, is kind of controlling the pace of the game until he can finally go in and kill you.
And the thing about, like I've watched Spike 1 players lose to just like, hey, I blocked with a big Cyclone. Oh. Okay, well, I guess I don't
Yeah.
get to do anything anymore.
Yeah.
You can just be like, hey, I'll play this Fanatical Purification. You can block with a big Cyclone. I'm just going to seal it.
Yeah.
So I just don't care. I still get to do my stuff now.
Yep.
He's playing 20 attacks and a bunch of 1s and 2 ofs. The only 4 of is, of course, Forbidden
Moonset.
Moonset. Yeah, because that card is, once again, enough air.
Yep.
Nuts.
Very good.
Hey, so why does he play 3 Spike 2s?
It ditches cards from the card pool.
Go ahead.
So he plays 3 Spike 2s because A, he can get it off Chaos Scissors, he can get it off Fanatical Purification,
And Ashen Claws.
And Ashen Claws. So once you have Spike 2 stacked,
And cross up.
you can start pitching cards from your card pool when you're attacking them, so your attack
Doesn't have
turns
gauge?
become free.
Aw.
So like you don't actually have to commit anything to your attack turns. Say you're like, oh, I'll play this Moonset on a 5. Oh, I checked a 3. I'll just clear it from my card pool and build.
Yeah.
And it also says that you have another momentum out because Spike can give any attack multiple 1.
But why is he playing 3 though,
As opposed to 4.
or 2?
So I think at that point it's just
Like it's a 6 check and a mid block.
it's a 6 check, it's a buddy block, and if you only were playing 1 or 2 and you accidentally milled 2 and they got fatality'd,
Oh, I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, that's rough.
so like
Stuff like that.
I mean we're playing 4-0 for an alchemist. so
Another
hopefully
good
that
reason
doesn't
to
happen.
play Spike 2.
Well, yeah,
you
like,
get
I
to
was gonna
ditch
say-
your opponent's cards too.
Yeah, but
That
I mean,
is
You don't
well.
get the combo.
It looks relatively easy for him to poke and get his character though.
Yeah.
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 So
It-
that's
it
just why I
definitely
was
is.
curious as to why he was playing 3.
He's playing 1 Vengeance of the Fallen Angel on the sideboard.
It's not bad for certain matchups.
Yeah, versus like a 7-hander, just
Yeah.
like 6 free damage.
Yeah.
It'll do
You
it.
could just play all 4.
Just eat it.
Oh, no. Why are? Because I saw in another list. Why are decks only playing like 1 Templar?
So Templar's kind of been power creep, cash grabbed a bit. Block, gain 2, draw 2 is not that great.
Yeah.
But there are good enough mid attacks, especially when you're looking at Soul Calibur.
And 7th Cross. 7th Cross has a lot of good mid attacks.
Yeah.
They're
I
like
haven't
pokes.
noticed that
They're like
from our
pokes.
testing.
Affliction.
Oh yeah, okay.
Like the good poke attacks that lead into things
Yeah.
are always mids.
Gain
Yeah.
2, draw 2 is just not. It's not bad. Certainly not bad. And
Templar's
we're also-
still one of my favorite
We're
cards.
citing 2,
Yeah.
For the aggro decks if we need them.
and then a 4th revoke in the sideboard. I dig this. It's interesting that he's playing like a 1 of Portal Barrier. I'm digging the Herald Germania play.
Yeah.
Build Herald Germania, and then if you accidentally happen to like play the 6 diff, you're like, I'll flip and move it. Or it's asset hate. Like we are playing actions, and there was a White House at this event.
Yeah.
Commander of the Undead mills 4 till you find a character card,
Yep.
or +1 damage for commit +1 damage for each card of the printed control of 6 in your discard pile. So he can just tap this for 3 damage if all of his characters are in his discard pile.
That's pretty good.
It's got a 2 low block. Like it's a Q1 of.
Is he also playing the
Here's the other reason. Fatal Eye.
Oh yeah, that's a really good one as well.
Or remove 1 character card from your hand or staging area after your opponent plays an ability on a card in their card pool. Cancel it.
Yeah. So
And
it
ability.
stops, it
He's
stops
playing-
opposing Fanatical Purification.
He's playing a shit ton of card pool hate.
Yeah.
You got the Fanatical Purification, Hand Cannon with puppets. You got your
I don't think you understand
Swordfish,
quite how
Spike 2.
how good puppets is. It was going to be one of the topics that I brought up, but like you can add in Ashen Claws in Deadlock with puppets, and Deadlock enhanced card pool remove, search your deck for a gauge attack and add it to your hand. Your
Yeah.
next gauge attack knows progressive difficulty. So you
That's-
just be like,
That's
oh,
actually insane.
I would actually love to have one of these Chaos Scissors. Or, oh no, Fanatical Purification. I'll add this to my card pool, remove it. I readied my foundation to add this to the card pool, remove it, add a high block.
yeah.
Oh, yeah. There's
That's
some
real good.
real good stuff happening. And then I think the most slept on card of this whole set. It's
That
gonna,
card is so good.
I think Demon Hide's gonna be everywhere.
yeah.
Demon Hide is incredibly good.
What's it do?
It
Makes an attack lose gauge and it can't gain keywords.
R flip.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
Shuts down Jackie, Akuma, gauge
Coffee
things that
Samba.
gave gauge.
another
coffee.
thing that is very important with that card, it actually stops your opponent from high seizing you. Because it's after an attack is played, so they can't give it flash.
You're kidding.
Yeah. It is very good.
We're gonna reread the card just to be 100% sure. That's really rad.
Because Tim was doing it on stream when he was testing Jeff.
After an attack is played, it loses gauge and cannot gain keywords. Wow, that's really cool.
Yeah.
Did you watch those streams? How were they?
They were good.
Okay.
I enjoyed them, yeah. Definitely
Shout out to
gave me
Tim
some
Keefe, one of our
insight.
biggest, supporters.
Yeah, shoutouts.
Definitely can't do it after they high seize you though.
You're right.
That has to be your first response.
It's a good thing you have first response.
We're gonna go ahead and move on to third place. William Howard playing Tornalus. Take it away, man. Tell me about this deck.
All right. Well, yeah. Push the limit. No, that's rad. Obviously, I love that he's playing 4 bridging races. I'm glad that someone else sees that card's like insane in this deck.
Yeah.
He's playing 4 Evil Eye because that's his best foundation,
So-
hands down.
Bridging the races is after a card leaves your staging area, enters
Enters
or
or
leaves,
leaves. Yeah.
and so you get to ready it.
Yeah.
When you stack a character, it enters or leaves your staging area because the character's
Yeah.
inside the staging area, right?
Yeah.
Which
Yep.
means it gets a trigger.
Yep.
How many targets does he have for the 1/1?
He has
1,
Iron Knuckle,
2,
Lightning
3.
Spike.
Is Netherstorm a target? Charge, gauge, range, reversal.
Nope, it's just Lightning Spike and Iron Knuckle.
Okay.
But I mean, like that's more than enough.
Totally.
Iron Knuckle is more than enough.
Yeah. That card gets so massive.
I'm jealous that he's playing Wandering Pirate. I want to try and fit room into that in my list. I'm also jealous he's playing God of Thunder. It looks so. What his deck's trying to do is he's trying to play a Netherstorm, or he's trying to play Lightning Spike, and he's trying to just pump it up and give it throw. That's what he's trying to do. He's trying to get his Netherstorm up to like 14, 15 damage, and then give it throw to guarantee his gauge, and then B for big damage.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what his build is trying to accomplish, and I mean obviously as you can see that is what it's accomplished.
So I'm also really liking this 2 of Firefly Gunner. That card is actually extremely good. So like it gives you insane scaling on an attack, and just like under those symbols. So you're like, oh, 7+, I can either, if I fail it, it'll get 2 damage, and if I don't, I get to add a free momentum.
Probably a character that you just built
Yeah.
in. It's a 4 high for 8 at this point.
Yep.
And then you make your check on possibly
And then
checking a 6.
they burn equal to the number of momentum you have.
Yeah.
So, like, it
Minimum
offers,
one.
it offers extremely good scaling on an attack. So, like, it's a threat that they always have to think about. Even when they're at, like, 3 or something, you have, like, 2 momentum. Oh, if I might die to this Firefly Gunner if they play it.
Yeah. I'm really surprised at how many 4-ofs he's playing mainboarded. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 4-ofs. 4 high C's, 4 evil eye, 4 bridging, 4 voices, 4 ageless, 4 push. He's really cracking down on this is what I have to have. Like this is how my deck works. And then it's 2-ofs. There are no 3-ofs foundation wise.
Yeah.
It's really interesting.
I really
Especially
dig
with things like Redeemed Rogue and Shaolin Fighter.
Yeah, I was about to say I really dig Shaolin Fighter, the fact that you can give stun or damage.
Yeah.
And like the cool part about that is Desperation Hands, discard of momentum. This deck is -4 damage, play ball committed. So, oh no, you've been beating my ass. Well, all these little these throws that I've done to you, well, I guarantee -4 damage for it.
Yeah.
It's just a good momentum out because the character generically just doesn't have a good momentum out. And so even like throwing like a 1-of into a deck would be really good.
Yeah. Like in his entire side deck's a bunch of 1-ofs. There's a bunch of 1-ofs that like I've thought about playing too. Like the Purifying Charm, the Familiar Faces, Despise All Evil, the Immortality that me and you talked about.
Yeah.
He's citing an additional Ninja Outcast on top of maining the 1. And then Securing His Destiny, which I knew was going to be a good side deck card, and I do plan on citing it for Dallas.
That's good.
Yeah.
That's good.
Because, yeah, I think that it'll be really good.
That card's good.
Yeah. I really dig this list. If I wasn't playing like such a combo list, I think I would be able to eventually like grind out to a list like this. It wouldn't be the same. Like I wouldn't have thought about Firefly Gunner, just because I haven't really read or paid attention to that card. But I do like that he's just like play 1 attack, pump up, throw, ship it. What are you gonna do?
Oh, is it your turn? Well, I'll block reversal -45 to your check.
Yeah.
Is it your turn? Or your turn's over? I'll play Iron Knuckle for $1 million.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, and then like even if they do try, they're not blocking it.
No.
They're not blocking
Yeah.
it. Like then they just have to attempt to try and block it, if they want to even continue to play their turn.
Totally.
And then that's just them discarding a card on their own turn, which is like insane value for this deck.
Yeah.
I absolutely love this deck.
Red. Moving on. Ben Shoemaker. Ben Maker.
He's the maker of Ben's.
Shenbu Maker.
Good old Akuma.
Akuma under evil. Ben's pet
This
deck.
deck is so
Holy
fucking
shit.
cool.
Look at this sick deck. Oh my god.
Yeah.
He
That card
man-moded
is
this
sick.
entire deck
That card is sick.
He's playing Queen of Hearts.
Yeah.
at a 4-of.
Off symbol. Oh, hold on. Is it actually off symboled? No, this is a void
No.
deck, my friends.
This is void.
Holy shit. Why is this void? Oh, I see.
For the
Because.
enhance.
So, did you know that Queen of Hearts has powerful 1?
Yeah.
Did you know that the power to connect realms says respond remove after you play a powerful attack? Your opponent discards a card and you
Sick.
draw a card.
I'll take 2 cards out of your hand.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
That's neat.
I'll steal. You better discard the best one because I'm gonna get the second best one.
Yeah.
And then not only that, but like he gets to draw and like Akuma stacks mad damage. There's no coffee samba here, and so like you don't even need it at this point. You still get to play 4 fade. This
Yeah.
deck's rad.
He's
Save
only playing 3 fade.
Oh, I mean, you still get to like play Fade, is what I meant.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah.
I have to look at like every
Ugh.
card in this deck now. This is the first Void Akuma to top.
Yeah.
Every other Akuma's been evil.
And
Playing
you-
the same. Playing
Man,
the same
I
deck.
wanted that.
R remove after a stun attack deals damage. Both players discard a card.
Ooh, reclaiming. What's ours?
This
First
is
form, make him discard an action.
Yeah,
Yeah. He's going all in on the hand hacks.
I love it.
Yeah.
Soul and Purgatory. E commit. Discard 2 cards. Your opponent discards a card.
Oh, hey, your favorite card, James. Save the Sea Rats.
Say the Sea Rats.
Yikes.
Doing void things. It's fine. It's fine. It's doing void things.
Yeah.
Fine.
In the
Yeah.
words of James Stevens.
It's fine.
If it only did void things.
Esoteric Yoga's great from Mother Russia. Yeah, man, this guy wants you to have no cards in your hand.
Yeah.
And he's playing Telekinetic Mastery. Ah, gross. You know how good that card is in Akuma?
Yeah.
Let's stretch out this life, my guy.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, this is so sick. All right, I'll play Queen of Hearts. I'll flip and make you discard your whole hand. It gets mad damage. I'll pay X Vitality and put whatever cool foundation I want into your hand. And now I'll Queen of Hearts it away. Hey, I want the enhance on that, actually.
Yeah. That's actually really cool.
I'll put that.
If I went to Texas, I know what I'd play.
This?
Not this specifically.
Oh, but Void Akuma? Red.
This deck looks very manly.
I'm about to build another one.
This is man
you're gonna
Akuma.
hate
Are you going to play Queen of Hearts?
Yeah.
Fuck yeah, D. Let's
Of course
go.
I am.
Of course.
That card's sick.
Go Shoryuken? He's playing an Akuma
If
one
you
shot
they have
card.
3 more cards, you discard it.
Yeah.
Lose 2, pay 1, discard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That card
That's
is
nuts.
actually the best card out of his support, to be honest.
With
That's not true.
Desperation 4?
Yeah.
That's nuts.
Yeah, the card's really good.
It's a 5 high for 11 in Scorpion.
Yeah, you're right. It sure is. It sure is that makes them
Aw.
discard a card.
wow, and that card's good against my deck.
Yeah, don't break me, bitch.
Yeah.
Well, no, I can't modify your checks.
Yeah.
Either.
Yeah.
He took us to play
you fuck
Susan. He took us to
bitch.
play. He's playing Dalek Devil Slayer. Like there's a bunch of really rad stuff here.
Yep.
And who even cares about speed if they don't have a hand?
Yeah.
Just damage.
And we constantly are beating them.
This deck's sick. Shout outs to Ben. Good job, man.
I like that
Yeah,
it is
good
not
deck.
like a regular Akuma list.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
definitely not run of the
gonna
mill.
I was gonna build a void deck.
Yeah, sorry, man. Moving on to our first place winner, we've got Scott Desjardins playing.
Dejanet.
Dejanet.
Oh, I saw that and I couldn't help but smile. Like, good for
He
you.
had to.
Yeah.
This looks like all good stuff. Deck.
Yeah, it is.
He's playing 4 static buildup. That's nuts.
That card's very good.
He's
That
playing
card's-
that card
that
you're
card's
citing,
fine.
right?
Free.
That card's fine.
No, it's very good
Tell me
if
why
you're
it's good.
so if it gives you good scaling first of all.
Sure.
And the best part of that card is having multiples, which is he
That's where I
playing?
stole it from.
He's not actually playing Let's Cut Loose, but if you're playing Let's Cut Loose,
Mhm.
it's become so much easier to get your multiple copies of static buildup. So now you're like, oh, my attacks are getting 2 speed, 3 speed, damage, all this stuff. So like it gives really absurd scaling in multiple.
Do you know why it's good?
Tell me
It's-
why it's good.
It says this attack, so you can give damage to their attack, and then put yourself in desperation.
Who cares? Dejanet doesn't want to be in desperation. Dejanet wants to keep all the life she can.
know.
What?
She's playing 3 Wandering Pirate. Is it just because of how nutty TK Mastery is with that card? That card's three checks of
so-
Very
TK.
good.
He said his reason. I talked to him a little about his list. He said his reasoning was he wanted to see the card more, and he didn't care if he ended up seeing an extra one because he had
Spell Circle.
Spell Circle.
Yeah.
So he could just ditch his extras to momentum. Woo.
Yeah.
Plus, his deck's really good on defense, so he can afford to have the no blocks.
Yeah.
I mean, in my Dejanet deck that I have right now, I'm playing I think like 11 or 12 non-blocks, but they're like
But it hasn't been a problem.
but I'm also playing like 3 Let's Cut Loose.
Yeah.
And so that's not a non-block. It's
Yeah.
draw a guaranteed block
And then
a
maybe another
maybe a
one.
free card.
Yeah.
I think Soul Charge is really neat.
Soul Charge
To,
is super cool.
Add a character to your momentum.
Mhm.
I think that's really neat just for the
Yeah.
extra bounce there.
And if you want to, like, you can just like pitch all your 6s that you've got plenty because we're playing 4. We're playing not only for that, we're playing what else is a 6? Orphan Alchemist, Fallen Master. Like all of these are 6s. You can just kick all those. And just sling
Yeah.
some mad
So
damage.
like the best thing with that is you can go Soul Charge. Oh, I'll check this 6. I'll shove a momentum. Flying Yamato Spear.
Yeah.
Instant Flying Yamato Spear. No actual momentum needed.
Well, you also have Spell Circle.
That too.
Yeah.
So like this deck just has so many ways to get free momentum for what it's trying to do.
Yeah, this deck is very good. I like this deck a bunch.
I agree.
It's similar to mine, but like just different enough to be like, hey, Tam did not copy that deck exactly when he goes in and wins Dallas. This is cool though. I think like the coolest card in here might be just Failed Coup. Draw attack is +2
Failed
speed.
Q. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Ooh. I really like that
And
he's.
Ooh.
Sorry.
Yeah, you're good.
I really like that he's citing this Gill attack, reborn.
Oh yeah, that card's a really
Seraphic
good
wing.
control
Yeah.
piece actually.
Yeah.
Last card, Death Blow on the sideboard. I dig it.
Multiple
I'm digging all
two.
this, man.
Symphony of the Deep.
I
Like-
think Secret History should be a 2 if that card's insane in this deck.
Yeah, it is. I agree.
Yeah.
That card's not fair in Dejanet. Holy shit.
Yeah.
I hope I have a momentum. Hey, I started the game with a momentum. Every turn I got a momentum. Wow. That was the Summerville PTC.
whoa. This is a card.
What card?
The Novitiate?
Novitiate?
Yeah.
That card's good.
Yeah.
That card's great.
Oh.
Any thoughts about 7th Cross's first appearance at a PTC?
It's kind of 3 Street Fighter characters. 3 Street Fighter versus Darkstalkers characters, right?
Yeah.
Gil, Chun-Li, Akuma,
Yeah.
and then 2 7th Cross
Calibur.
characters. in
3 7th
Dejanet.
Crossed.
3, yeah, because Selinka.
Yeah.
And then the Spike
2,
Stacker.
And then 2 SoCal.
And then
2 Soulcow? 1 Soulcow.
1 SoCal.
It
Sorry.
was just Grow.
Yeah.
And then Grow.
So I actually think
I
this
think
is
that's surprisingly diverse.
yeah,
Yeah.
this is a really good thing. So like it shows that our meta right now, at least as far as we know, is going to be decently diverse. So like the stuff that was good is still going to be good, and the stuff that came out now also is good.
Yeah, I completely and totally agree with that. And the reason I agree is because I was afraid that 7th Cross in the
Would shake things up too much.
was not going to be spicy enough, actually.
Oh, okay.
I thought the 7th Cross was not going to quite get there. I thought the character stacking might be just a little too slow. Gage might have just a little bit too much counterplay. But the fact that we got to see Dejanet like win the whole event, and these decks were not chumps, but they certainly were not. There was not a Jackie Briggs there. There was not a Jetta there. There was not a Lord Raptor there. There was not a there were not like Lord Raptor won.
There's not the entire cast.
Lord Raptor won nationals. Hey, you know it's not going to be at the next couple events? Lord Raptor for some fucking reason.
Yeah.
Why would
Crazy.
people want to do that? Then they're just copying. There's copy.
Yeah. I don't want to
For the same reason you're playing Dejanet.
Yep, because I want to copy Scott's build. Duh. I don't know. Actually, sitting here, I might change back to Scorpion. Fuck, I just have no idea.
I think you
honestly.
should play-
And we'll talk after the cast. So yeah, I think that's gonna do it for topic 1 of the night. Do you want to split this in 2? It's your call.
No, it's been like 45 minutes.
So no, it's
No.
not
It's
topic.
been a very long.
It's 2 topics.
It's 2 topics.
That's what I fucking thought. So with that,
Maybe
we're
if you
gonna
guys
move
didn't
on
talk for
to
so long.
Topic 3. What's up, everybody?
be on our first
Welcome
episode.
back to another episode of Study Hall here on UFS University. This is topic 3 of the week. My name is Tam, and I'm joined with
Travis TNT Tangeman.
James.
And Michael.
what Study Hall is with the Underrolled is we take a bunch of your guys' UFS topics as well as some of our own, and we sit down and we discuss them for your amusement, entertainment, and knowledge. So with that said, this topic is brought to us by one of us, the good people. What did you play at locals last week?
So I played Stacker Woodman.
Woodman 1 dot, correct?
Correct.
Is there a Woodman 2 dot?
There is not a Woodman 2 dot, but so basically
Why the fuck did you play 3 characters in your deck?
Why are you
Here
stack-
is the topic.
Why are you stacking Woodman?
Here is the topic.
He's trying to make a ladder.
Is it worth playing more characters that do not have a 2 dot with the new gauge mechanics? What are the pros and cons of this? This is a teaching as well as an opinionated topic. I'm going to let Travis go last because he's the person who did it. Would you or would you not stack 1 dots?
Already been trying to figure out a way to do it in some characters.
And so give
Just
me
to
give me
abuse
some
some
examples.
things. So like one of the better characters is the one that gives multiples. For every it gets increases its multiple rating equal to the number of characters you have.
What? The
The attack.
Zolt 2 dot.
No, one of the attacks has
Oh.
it too.
Astro Crush.
That's one, I guess.
That's one, but his other attack
Cross
that
up.
that
That
no,
one's
the,
also very good.
the 1 speed 1 damage one.
That doesn't say that.
Yes, it does.
Oh, it gets 1/1 for 1 damage. 1 speed,
No.
1 damage for each.
No,
I'll
it
look
gives
it up. It's fine.
multiple
Go ahead.
rating?
Keep going.
So like I was trying to figure out a way to like abuse that in like just like other characters as well as like abusing. What was the other card I was thinking about?
Blaze of Fervor says not that. Whip Crack.
Is that
right?
the one?
Nope. No, none of these do.
One of them had it. I
Nope.
swear.
Mm-mm. Zolt says it.
The character itself says give plus to
Enhance,
multiple
check a
rating.
4. This attack is plus X speed,
I
plus
swear,
X
I
damage
was working
equals
with
a
something.
printed enhanced committed foundation. Your attack is plus 1 to all its multiple ratings for each character in your staging area. R card pull after an attack deals damage. Your opponent discards a momentum. E card pull, discard 1 momentum. This next phase of attack, this strength is plus 2 or minus 2 damage. Enhanced discard momentum, draw 1 card. This attack is plus 1 to its multiple rating and draw 2 or plus 2 damage. There is not a
Oh, it was the next check you play
Yeah,
to play a multiple attack is plus 1 for every character.
Blaze
That's
of
what I
Fervor.
remember.
yeah.
Blaze of
Yeah.
Fervor.
That card's
Um,
pretty good.
But I've been
actually.
mainly trying to figure out a way to do it with things like scissors and like dust to dust, because it
Okay.
says you have to have 2 characters to play for free,
Okay.
and I think playing that card for free is nuts.
Yep.
Yeah.
Would you ever do it?
I'm not too sure, but I don't see if you're not playing anything like super specific with like the concept. I don't see the benefit.
Go ahead and
Of-
lay some knowledge.
Yeah, learn me something, please,
Okay.
because I don't understand
So-
why you're stacking Woodmans.
The reason why I was stacking Woodmans was because there are multiple cards in 7th Cross that give you good scaling based on the number of characters you have. So more specifically, even just talking about Moon Ritual Dance, that card is actually insane. It's I'm going to poke you. Sick. I'm going to build one for free because I have 1 character in my staging area. So, and then
That's a good pro.
yeah. And then once it starts scaling, once you have 2, I'll build this one with nature, which is like actually just one of the best cards in my character. Plus 2 to your block mod, 1 damage every time I discard a card. Once you get to 3, in not even just in my deck, but in any character playing that card, you can start picking up 3 diffs. So 3 diff attacks, your high seas adventures, stuff like that.
Under what symbol?
All? No,
No.
don't choose no.
Does it
Under
have
none of the symbols.
Does it have good?
Yes.
Yeah, it has good.
High seas does.
High Seas doesn't.
Oh, okay. I thought High Seas had good.
No,
No,
got
it's air, water,
all.
all.
Okay, so
It could totally pick up a High Seas Adventure, but you just can't play in the same chain.
Yo, Jinx.
correct. So you could also and then once you get on to the 4 diffs, you can start picking up your attacks. So like
Itself.
yeah, you can actually just pick up itself. It also
That's broken.
It also says pitch a momentum to get plus X damage, where X is the number of characters in your staging
It
area,
says,
and draw a card.
it says discard momentum to draw a card. Let's be honest.
So outside of Moon Ritual Dance, would you ever double stack characters for stuff? Like I totally get Moon Ritual Dance,
Yeah.
and it's like it's the coolest part of your deck. I'm just
Irradiate
not-
does the same thing.
I'm just
Irradiate as well.
Is it worth playing a stacker deck just to benefit off of Moon Ritual Dance or Irradiate?
It's
though?
such a dead card in your deck. It's so dead.
But
You draw in your
Fatal
opening
Eye.
hand, and you're like, oh, sick. Well, actually, I'm a 5-hander at the start of the game. Wow, that's rad.
What about Fatal Eye?
Fatal Eye is also a thing that exists, and I think is very good in this meta.
Were you playing it?
Yes, I was. I was playing 2. I just never saw them.
I also like Evil Eye.
Don't you
Hey.
do it, damn.
Evil Eye's broken. I play that card and I abuse it. Ryan, thank you
Don't
for
say
making
it,
that
Tam.
card.
Tam,
Why didn't you see it? Why didn't you see your 2 Fatal Eyes?
Is it because you were playing 90 cards?
Probably.
Is it because you were playing 300,000 cards?
Probably.
14,972 cards.
That's a very specific number.
Yep.
You know, I'll check my ratios.
Ratios.
Ratio.
As long as I play 8,000, 18,000, I'll be fine.
yeah, easy peasy.
But
And here
So-
on the pie chart, folks.
I was actually playing plenty of ways to get them if I really wanted to. So like I was playing 3 alpha males. I could build them face down and then pick them up later off of like Woodman himself, and then Chun-Li's 3 diff, which was actually probably the best card in the deck, to
Oh,
be
totally.
honest. Just
Sounds
like
really resourceful.
so like, I'll flip to build one. I'll lift it. Oh, it's a breaker too high that readies a face down foundation.
My thing is like I can't imagine a non-stacking character that like wants to like gauge because like the fact of it just seems like a win more mechanic if you're not trying to hit the stacks. So like let's say that everything goes perfect, right? In the perfect scenario, it stays in my deck and is a check. I never want to draw that card. It reminds me a lot of Artifice Avarice, honestly. Artifice Avarice in a non-order deck. If it's in my deck, I check it and I get a bonus. Or I hit it and I remove this bad card from my deck and then like I keep playing. To the point of like it's almost like Upstart Goblin if I hit you with this attack. But Upstart Goblin's only really good when you're playing minimum, which means I have to play a 60 card deck, 59 card deck, whatever, and have 3 dead cards in my deck, and then hope my gauge attack hits so that I can rip it out of my deck, or I have a 6 check, or the other best case scenario is I minus my hand size of card text in order to have a good block. Like I get how it's good,
Or like Fatal Eye or Evil Eye.
yeah. Or I have to put in these other cards that specifically combo with a mechanic that Jasco did not design Bubble Man to stack characters. They didn't.
Yeah, and that's what I was gonna say. Is like what stacking just like 1-dots. Like why not just play something from 7th Cross instead?
With something like I'd be totally down if something along the lines of like if Iron Knuckle was a little better for like other characters, or if there was an Iron Knuckle for these symbols and then a Gemini Slam for these symbols, right? And so like if those kind of cards existed for 6, 7 symbols,
Man, I missed Gemini.
I think
man.
I'd actually be down. But I can't see stacking 1-dots just to stack 1-dots.
So, I actually think, in my honest opinion, that Moon Ritual Dance is single-handedly makes it worth stacking. So, at the point where you're getting good cards off of it, so specifically like Under Death, oh, I'll pick up this Bang. I can now bang your character because it picks up anything.
Okay.
I can pick up this Hunt for Spiders and Dragons to continue my attack turn and flip this problem. Under Good, I can pick up this Throw It Down. I can pick up this Stop. I can pick up, like...
But how do you build characters? You build them.
With Gauge.
Off of Gauge.
Yeah.
So you lose the blocking.
Well, yeah, but every Gauge deck does.
Yeah.
Yeah, no. That's why I don't think Gauge is good.
Okay, Red.
I wish there was more tournament reports. I know this is off
We
topic,
just
but
need more.
I wish there was more tournament reports for Summerville because I want to know how many people are playing DR.
I want to know how well I heard everyone was. I heard a lot of people were. I want to know how well that Heidi deck did. Yeah.
Because then maybe I do side fueling up, even though that card's bad.
I don't think that card's bad.
I don't think so.
Would mainboard the shit out of that card, actually.
Yeah. Stops refusing to let go, which I think is going to be huge going into the next meta. Like, you're going to see a lot more of that card because it's like, oh, you pumped? Sick. Return to printed -2. Now you no longer hit your gauge and you're doing less damage.
So here's what I'm saying. You ready? I've looked at, and I didn't click...
German Temper, Tam.
I didn't click Foundation.
I like that card.
German Temper is the reason to play stackers for no reason.
Yeah, because then if you draw your character...
You have them say,
You
you
build
have a
it.
card that says you don't get an attack.
So under the 3 symbols that we have listed, Death, Good, Fire, because of Moondance Ritual, there are 108 cards, not including what has been rotated in Platinum, so keep that in mind, that you can just build or pick up for free with just having a singular character. I typed in 1 and 0. And so, like, randomly, you can just grab a Zero Nightmare. Randomly, you can grab Errands for Grandma. Randomly, you can grab
Errands for Grandma!
Demon Realm Awakening or Unite or Goro's Victory Pose or New Empress
Unite's
of,
pretty sick.
New Empress of Another Realm or Debt to be Paid or even with, like, there's so many cards that you just get, oh, I'll just build this right now. Hey, I built it.
Yeah.
To the point where, yeah, I'll pick up Fatality. I'll just pick up a Fatality and, like, my Moondance Ritual.
It put in work.
I've got 3 Moondance Rituals. Moondance Ritual, pick up Fatality. Play Fatality, it moves. Moondance Ritual gets 1 damage, and I'll draw a card. Pick a Fatality. Play Fatality.
Just having 1 Fatality and 3 Moon Dances is nuts.
That's what I'm saying. It's like 1 Fatality, 3 Moondances. I played 3 attacks, gauged 7 low for 2, 7 low for 3 because of my discard momentum.
And
I
drew 3
banished
cards.
That, or removed from game that many cards because of fatalities, and drew 3 more cards to replace it.
Broken.
What's a better card to pick up? What's a 2 or a 3 diff that you absolutely need, right? And so why put these dead slots in your deck when Moondance by itself is just crazy? Fanatical Purification like is already just like good enough. There's no reason for me to try and gauge 6, gauge 1 you. The multiple 2 and the flip seal your card pool, that's good enough just to run that card by itself. Agree? Disagree?
Yeah, I totally agree.
So I agree, but I also think that at the same time, once you start scaling to the higher levels of having more characters, you can start picking up stuff, especially like Bang. Like, I actually think Bang is probably one of the best cards you can pick up off of either of those effects, both Irradiate and Moondance.
I love picking up Bang off Irradiate on turn 1.
Yeah. Or
Yeah.
picking up Let's Cut Loose.
Shut
like,
up.
Picking up Let's Cut Loose under Air for Irradiate, good for Moondance. Like,
Man, that's really good.
like that's actually just that's a +2 for free essentially.
But Value Town.
But it's a win more though. It's win more because I have 2 blank cards in my deck in order to do shit. Right?
So
And I had to get lucky enough, not get DR'd, not get blocked, in order to hit this, because I'm certainly not going to build these 6 diffs. That's not happening. If I build a 6 dip and I check a 3, I'm tapping 3 cards to build nothing. You stunned 3 to me on my turn for no value. None.
Well, I
That's
think-
not enough value.
I think
I'll
if-
fail it in my turn.
if you're playing 1-dot stackers, you just can't build it. You just cannot. Like, you can't afford to check that 3.
But what if that's what your hand has to say it does?
I
I have
completely
5
understand.
attacks. I'm not allowed to play an attack. I'll play the 6 diff. Check a 3. I guess I lost.
I just think that that's a chance that you can't take. Like, I think you just hold it for a block. Like, that's all you got.
it is so like that's another thing. It's at worst a 0 mid, so it covers every zone, whether it be a full block or a half block, and it's the lowest block mod in the game. So like, even if you draw them, which is obviously not optimal, you just block. Oh, it'll clear. Next turn I can gauge it because it's from discard pile or deck.
Because Gauge is good.
Yep. So, and another thing, specifically under good, which is a more stally, deadlocky symbol, there were times where I would draw a character and I would actually play the character just to fail it. So like, I'd pass once, keeping these cards in my hand. I'm not going to die next turn because they're not breaking through my wall. And then next turn, oh, did I not draw what I needed? Sick. I'll play this character and fail it. Like, that's my form.
It just sounds
That
terrible.
doesn't extend the game state at all, though. That
But-
doesn't do anything.
Yeah,
It doesn't improve your game state.
Right.
Yes, it doesn't improve your game state. So, like,
And it doesn't help your game state. Like, it doesn't, like... It hurts you more than it helps you.
okay, so let's
At
say
all.
you don't want to go into
That's
deadlock.
one card you didn't have that you could need.
Okay,
Okay, that's a good point. It keeps you out of deadlock.
yeah, so let's say you don't want to go into deadlock, but you have to play something.
Yeah.
It's a card you can play, and that's what I'm trying to say.
Don't be in that position in deadlock.
Well,
You're
that's-
playing the good symbol.
Yeah.
Like, you're going to be in that state a lot of the time.
You should never be in a state where you have to pass because you don't want to play a card.
That's definitely happens a lot more than you think it does.
Not for the point of in deadlock. I think that's stupid.
It happened to me a lot yesterday when I played Tyler. But I also failed to draw a lot of combo pieces some of our games. But, yeah. Okay,
Like-
so,
That happens.
Like, that shouldn't be the game plan. The game plan shouldn't be, we'll get to the point to where my deck just doesn't die, and then I'll see if I can kill you. It should be, well, we both ended up in this situation where neither of us could kill each other, and now we don't really know what we're supposed to do.
Well, that's not the optimum game plan, obviously.
That's what you just described good as. It's a Wally deck that just sits around and does nothing.
He never said the word nothing.
I definitely didn't. James.
I'm paraphrasing.
okay, so
I
have,
said
Oh man.
No,
I
go
said good is a stally, deadlocky symbol. So like, it can very easily go to deadlock, and if your opponent doesn't have threats, then
That's pretty funny.
That's nuts.
if your opponent doesn't have threats,
I'm sold. Never mind. I'm sold. Topic's over.
What I'm saying is you don't have to stack to pick
For those who weren't able to see what Dan was showing me and Mike, Stop is a zero diff. You
Yeah,
can just
I
add
did
Stop for
I did
free.
reference that when I was talking about Moon Ritual. Was Stop.
Nuts.
Stop is one of the best things you can pick up off of that when you're playing good.
Nuts.
But like, I actually value the build part of it. So like, I can build the spam for free, or build this 2-diff, just anything from my discard pile, higher than anything else actually, because building a piece for your staging area that you're going to utilize. So like in my deck, One with Nature did a lot. At the point where I was actually going in, if I had 1 to 2 One with Natures, you were probably just dead. Because now I'm saying, oh, I'll discard a card, +2 to block mod. Oh, I have 2 of them, +2 damage. So +2 speed, +2 damage on all of my attacks.
So I think like the my big takeaway, and then I think I'm done talking on this topic, is name another gauge attack you want to do this character stacking with that's not Moondance. Not Moondance, not Irradiate. What gauge attack is worth playing other characters in order to get the benefit off of? And if it's not a gauge attack, give me a different card. Give me a 7th cross card. Like, why weren't you doing this before?
Tai says, the one that searches for a gauge attack, or they have to freeze.
Dust to dust.
Yeah, if you have characters.
You have to have 2.
Yeah. So you have to have 2 characters for that card, and that's another reason.
You can still play it. It just says it ignores progressive difficulty if you have 2 characters.
Which is really good, actually. Like, for under its symbols, it has life, death, order.
Yep.
Life and death can actually play some good aggro games, especially if you have cards that say, oh, this doesn't count towards progressive.
Yeah, totally.
Okay, I have a question that's similar to Tam's, but it's a little different. So, if you do like the concept of character stacking and you do like the value that you can get out of character stacking with some of these cards, why not play a character that gets more benefit out of character stacking versus just stacking some of like the same character? Like, why wouldn't you want to try a deck like this with like a 7th cross character or something like that?
So, while the 7th cross characters do get a bit more benefit out of doing this, there are obviously characters that are just better than the 7th cross characters. So, like...
So Woodman's the option you went with?
Okay, that's not what we're talking
Woodman
about.
aside, just the concept itself.
Just the concept.
Woodman, so when you went with, no, I think that's the important question here.
So, like...
All the characters in the game you could play. Woodman was his option.
Well, I wanted to play Woodman because I wanted to play a fun deck that may or may not have been good.
Yeah, because playing into time is fun.
It is.
It was
Fun is subjective.
It was not good.
Fun is subjective.
You're right.
Yeah, but good's not.
We didn't say fun. We said good.
Okay, yes, but
Travis,
James
Travis,
definitely
Travis,
said fun.
I definitely said fun.
Let's not be so hostile towards Travis. He made a cool.
I'm being hostile
he
toward.
made a cool
Don't you say
50
cool.
He made a cool 50,000.
Don't you
card
say
deck.
cool. It wasn't cool.
It was cool.
It did nothing.
I had lost to Devora.
So, anyways. So, yeah, why...
So I
why?
just think that if you have a better character than some of the 7th cross characters, so like if you look at Good, Fire, Death, there are 2 characters for each of them, correct? In the set?
No idea. Doubtful. I'll look it up. You keep talking.
So, trying to do the math.
Because for Fire, you get to play Remulus
Yeah, there's 2 for each.
and
I'm just looking it up.
Slinka.
We got
She
Solenko,
fire?
Remulus, Tese, Zolt. Yep, 2 each.
Yeah. So there's 2 each, and more specifically off of like Good, sure Solenka does scale really hard, and obviously like Moon Ritual is probably gonna be the best in her because it's her ultra rare.
Right.
So like that makes sense to me.
It's nuts in her.
Yeah,
Like-
it is because it scales the fastest and it scales the hardest in her. So like that makes a lot of sense. I'll give you that. But I think on like the Zolt side, there are characters that are just better. Like, why would I play Zolt when I could play a character that I actually think does the multiple mechanic better, which would be Bubble Man? Like, I'd actually just rather play Bubble Man before I played Zolt.
Zolt has death.
Zolt
has
has
good.
good life chaos.
Okay. I think that answers my question somewhat. It's not like a full answer of what I was looking for, but it'll help me sleep at night.
Okay.
Thanks, Travis.
if that's what helps you sleep at night.
Anything to add, James? Because you seem the most visceral about you just don't do this ever.
It's not like don't do this ever. I just don't see why you would pick Woodman. He has one game plan, and that's not the game plan.
Get off Woodman.
Woodman aside, okay.
Because I actually don't think that that's a bad play. I think Good Wall is not bad to play with Moondance Ritual, and if he wants to scale with the other ones, it's not bad.
I don't think it's good.
Well, I mean, the deck is good. It's under good.
Thank you.
It's okay. I made the joke.
So
I made
maybe
the joke
it's suboptimal. Fair?
Super
The
suboptimal,
deck that he made was suboptimal. No offense. And it could have been better. No offense. And
Correct.
maybe it cut 40 cards. No offense. And so and so like that's fine. But when you squint your eyes and you look at the blueprint of like, hey, this is what my deck wants to do, stacking characters does not seem like the absolute worst game plan. And I just wanted to bring that up. Right?
I just don't think it's good.
Okay.
I just it doesn't do anything. Like it doesn't get to the kill. In my opinion, it just doesn't get there.
So it's
Something else could get there faster
It's totally
than trying to scale with characters.
Not once on this podcast, and here I am defending my baby boy Travis. Did Travis ever say my deck was trying to kill people?
I know.
His deck was just trying.
The deck should always
live.
try to kill people. The idea is to beat someone.
Or
Well, he's trying to.
Why
beat
do you
him
think I don't like
by,
Aswell?
By laying down bricks
Yeah.
and build the wall.
the Aswell deck I made beat ass. All right, because Plan B is supposed to be Plan B. Plan B should never be Plan A, even if you're playing Aswell.
Yeah.
Too bad.
Right, Travis?
Yeah. I mean, I think the chaos deck that I had built was
Not what we're
good.
talking about. So,
But
just
regardless.
say yes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So with that, I would love to toss the conversation to you guys. Would you? Do you? Have you? Will
Should you?
Should you?
Maybe.
Can you stack characters that should not be
May
stacked?
you?
You may. If you have a deck list, leave it down in the comments down below. We'd love to take a look at it. Maybe Travis will throw 60 more cards in it and he'll play at locals.
Exactly.
So with that, we're gonna leave this topic here. On to topic 4. What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of Study Hall here on UFSU University. My name's Tam, and I'm joined by
Travis TNT Tangeman.
James.
And Miguel with a sexy Spanish accent.
Oh, hello, Miguel.
Yes, hello.
Hello.
What Study Hall is for the unenrolled is we've taken a bunch of your guys' UFS topics as well as some of our own, and we sit down and we discuss them for your amusement, entertainment, and knowledge. So with that said, a little bit of housekeeping. Go to Patreon, do cool stuff on YouTube. The last topic, and I want to kind of make it a little short. We've been having a fun week this week. We've been chit-chatting up a
You've been
storm.
going.
One of my favorite things. What are some old cards / mechanics that are now good, that are now playable with, or good cards that got even better with 7th Cross having come out? We've got a bunch of new 7th Cross stuff. What I don't want is I want you to try your best not to stay in your phones, but understand that UFS Ultra is a good resource. I want to more have a conversation with each other than to just be like reading a list of cards. Starting off a list of cards, I think that Insect Puppeteer is Banana Sandwich now. There are so many good targets,
Now?
and if you, okay, so like it's even better.
So
It's
it was
way cooler.
It was very focused on one card. So before it was Hand Cannon Insect Puppeteer. That was the package.
That's not true.
That was
What was the
definitely
package then?
Negative story.
Negative Stolen was definitely in Kevin's deck out of one of.
yeah.
Such a good card.
So now we actually have more targets, so it's less focused and it's more of a wide array of things that you can do with it.
Yeah.
I found my meme for later. Don't worry.
That's good. Thanks, man. I think there's a lot of excuse me. With the end of set stuff, Tyler just put together a Zasamel deck, and Withering Toxin Zasamel is
Really good.
really good.
Yeah.
You play a couple attacks, we'll just remove those. You don't get to play with those anymore.
Yep.
And I'll pump speed, draw cards, flip a foundation I don't want to deal with. Yeah, my Withering Toxin's gone, but you played 4 attacks on your turn, and I blocked the last one, and then I cleared them all.
Oh,
Yeah.
he
It
also
was
has
really
Confronting Jeddah on his character, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So, like, oh, God. So, Withering Toxin, I'll remove 4 cards, plus 8 speed, plus 8...
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
it was-
disgusting.
It was really gross. I was like, do this thing, play a fog blanket, kick it out. I was about to play another fog blanket. Nah,
Hey, he kicked it out
no
for you.
more.
You're
Oh,
welcome.
I did thank him because I did check a 6 and draw a card. But yeah,
That deck seems really cool, actually.
I think... Oh, sorry, I've already said 2.
Oh.
Someone else can talk.
they reprinted it, so obviously they believe in it. But Iron Knuckle, right?
Yeah, Iron Knuckles
Right?
is in.
Because now like character stacking is like a real thing. No offense to our last topic there. I didn't want to point at Travis.
It's all right.
But no, yeah, I mean like Iron Knuckle because like obviously because they reprinted it, the super sweet art. I wish we had some of those. I thought we did.
No, they're just not out yet.
Oh, they're not.
They came out at that
Okay.
PTC.
Oh,
Yeah.
At which PTC?
That one.
Summersville.
Oh wait, no, they're next month. Never mind. That one should have been
Skullbarrier.
Skullbarrier.
Yeah.
Yes.
So when I go to Dallas,
Yeah.
we're getting
Yeah.
cool.
Just
Okay.
the basics, like 5 to 6 round copies though, because you won't make tops.
We'll talk about it afterwards.
Well, I mean, I'm getting first place. But
Oh, you're
that's-
right. Never mind.
We can have some of yours.
Thanks, Michael. Thanks
yeah.
for giving me some. of
But
those.
yeah, I mean, like, because they reprinted Iron Knuckle.
Need to foil out my
and
Heidi deck.
They made a set to where Iron Knuckle just has like a big old like heart emoji on it, and it's just shouting Torn's name from the rooftops.
Shouting a lot of characters' names, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, nobody is as much as Torn's. Though.
I don't know. I think Salinka giving it 9/9's kind of good.
I mean,
but I can give it
I think giving it
4
4
4
on
8
turn 0
4 8.
on turn like 1 0, pretty nuts.
So what? It's 12 damage. Who cares?
Well, it's
Yeah, that's the
only- it's
reason.
only
That's
half
the reason
of-
people are
It's only half of
complaining about
Dejanet's health,
Shoki.
It's only half of Torn's health.
I mean, I just wish you could give it 3 more. I want
Yeah,
you to give it
like-
3 more.
Yeah, whatever you.
That's what it-
Scorpion
that's-
fanboy.
That's what it takes to like kill a Torn. It's just they keep themselves at 12.
Oh, true. Whatever.
No, but like you get to like I lost my train of thought. Go ahead.
She's not even paying
I
attention.
immediately lost
all
my train of
of
thought.
all of Heidi is good now.
Yeah.
Right. Everything.
Yeah.
No.
everything
German
happening
temper.
with
Oh,
the
all the
blueprint.
stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah, all of her
Okay.
support is now much more playable. So, like, even if you look at, like, Cannonade in...
I want to try that card so bad.
in especially in Remy, actually, because she actually gives it speed.
Yeah.
So, like, oh, man, this gets plus 6 damage, plus 2 speed. Swing it. If you take it, I pick up another one. Like,
Yeah.
it's just going to keep going.
That's super good, actually.
And wait, doesn't it say pick up a character or an attack?
Yes.
So you can pick up another Remy,
If
and
you
then
wanted to, yeah.
that's actually
You
that's
pick up
so
you
good.
pick up a Cannonade or a Remillis.
Things like Panzer Breaker, or actually
Plus 1 speeds for next things. It moves.
plus 1 speed for each character that you have, and then it auto clears by itself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then your next tech attack gets plus
1
X,
speed for
plus
each,
1
yep.
speed for each.
Yeah.
yeah, a lot of her support has been brought to light again.
German Temper's really nuts.
Yeah, I like German temper. I like Blueprint.
Blueprint's
Cannonade.
very nice.
Oh, White House is now much better because of Gauge, because it says whenever a card enters your staging area, which means if a character enters your staging area, free draw.
Yeah.
It's also really good with all the actions we have running around in the format.
Dazzling
A lot.
Maelstrom.
A lot.
Dazzling
of
Maelstrom.
actions.
Go ahead and tell us this
Ah, let me-
obscure card.
Let me
what
go
does
ahead.
that do?
I'm gonna pull it up here.
Oh yeah, because it can destroy any card in the staging area.
Yeah.
That's
Thanks for spoiling it, Travis.
Wow.
As he talks, I want to talk about very simply, like the card that used to be a 4 of and everything, unless you're Jacob Johnson, you play a 1 of.
Immortal Knowledge.
Jake
Yeah.
Johnson.
the Jansen.
-1 damage is pretty nuts.
Immortal Knowledge is like, it's playable.
They made -1 damage good again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
-1s. Like, they made Zangief good again.
That's not true. You stop that.
The red cyclone will never be good.
First enhance, -2 damage on every attack.
Well, it is void, so we can do some cheeky Queen of Hearts stuff.
Can we? Can we?
So
Okay,
My
so
deck sucks, but I'm going to borrow yours.
maybe
like
it'll make it better.
Alright,
Probably
Dazzling
will.
Maelstrom.
Okay, so Dazzling Maelstrom is a 5/2 with no block. It's a combo with a Fury, weapon, charge, Fury. Combo E, destroy 1 card in your opponent's staging area. So you can destroy a character. And then Deadlocky, add 1 attack from your discard pile to your hand. Your next check to play an attack. Your next check, to play an attack is +2.
Yeah.
It's a 4 high for 5 with no block.
Yeah.
Just like,
So
I'll destroy a character. Get out of here.
that card's gotten better, yeah.
Versus Torn, there's plenty of stuff that says. I want to say there's the Balrog card that says your next check can't be hacked or something along those lines. Chasing the fight money.
It's after your opponent plays an ability that would modify a check, I think, or the difficulty. I'm not sure. It
So
might just be difficulty.
If it's difficulty, it doesn't work. If it's check, it certainly does because like Torn definitely does not say if they fail their turn. It's not
So
over.
under Death Good,
Yeah.
so one of the better cards that came out
Super
of
lame.
Seventh Cross is the Chime card, right? What's it called? It's,
Purifying Chime.
So do you want to know a counter to Purifying Chime, a card no one played that's a spam difficulty
Please tell
under Death Good and Water?
Hold on. There's Death Good Water. It's a Lily card that says after one or more of your cards would be removed from the
Before
before.
before a card would leave your staging area due to your opponent's effect, remove this card instead. You're gonna clear my characters? No.
No, I don't think so.
I'm not getting chimed.
I can do that myself. Thanks.
We've got.
I don't
that.
feel like getting chimed.
I'm actually gonna be really sad.
I actually think that
wish
card's
had-
nuts now.
I wish I had an answer to that card.
There might
Purifying
be.
Chime?
Yeah. But that's off topic.
I think Tactical Advantage is nuts now.
Nuts.
You-
Just
like
because
you-
of that. Just because of that ability.
Just because like people are,
in the characters you
if
would play it
Seventh
in,
Cross
yeah.
is gonna keep getting as strong as it is now, we're gonna see a lot of it, and Purifying Charm's gonna be a very good card.
Especially in Selinka. So like
It's like losing your characters and a character that doesn't stack very easily.
So close. Sinister Malevolence was almost insane. It does say the word non-character.
yeah, that card would have been
But it's after.
It says after a non-character card enters the staging area, remove it from the game.
on a
Almost.
spam.
Almost.
Yeah, I looked up staging area,
Mhm.
and then searched through that to see if I
Doesn't
could
that
find
card
anything.
also have death?
And chaos. Evil death chaos.
Well, so you could bring it in off of Moon Ritual.
Yeah.
It was like, oh man, I'm playing against the stacker character. Let me just build this counter.
But it don't work.
But it don't work.
Yeah, there's plenty that got a bonus. I think extra thick multiples got a little kick in the pants. Like
Yeah.
when you start as Zolt 2 dot and you just don't play any Zolt once, Zolt 2 dot by himself I think is the only monster form that you don't have to play the first dot with.
Yeah.
I actually think Zolt 1, unless you're playing the Chaos version, is not good. But like, commit a foundation. My Yamato Spears are actually 2/2s, or my Yamato Spears are actually multiple 2. They all have safe. Check a 4. It gets a speed and damage. It's a 7 high for 7 that 6i6 after 2 fatalities, or I don't know, Windmill Punch.
Ooh.
Yeah, Windmill Punch goes for 1 million now. Oh, I guess we can't play Windmill Punch.
No, we
Sorry,
can't.
sorry,
No,
sorry,
no,
sorry,
no.
sorry.
I was like,
sorry.
it was almost
Uh,
really good.
Things like Astro Crush gets to do this. Things
Yeah.
like Cowboy Battery gets to do this. If we want to play something along the lines of Windmill Punch, we get to play Bubble Lead. Bubble Lead gets to do this.
Correct. Yeah. Bubbly is actually really good.
Bubble Lead's a good card. Like it's, yeah.
Like I was playing that card in the Woodman deck, and it actually just felt extremely powerful to Cowboy Battery and get a free momentum.
Yeah. I think there's plenty of stuff. And then lastly, any momentum hate in the game. Like you have to kill your opponent's momentum.
Yeah.
You have to.
Yeah.
They are not allowed to have it.
Correct.
Just because Dejanet exists. You can't let her have it.
And Solinka too. Like
yeah, true.
her form is actually just so good because it's defensive and offensive globally. So like, oh man, all your attacks get -2 speed, all my attacks get +2 speed, all reversal on your turn after I block this attack because it's easy to block now that it has 2 speed. +2 speed.
Go ahead.
Pressure sensitive.
After one or more of your cards will leave your staging area, remove this card instead. After exactly one card would leave.
Or
remove this.
discard one card before a card is removed from your staging area due to an opponent's effect. Remove this card instead.
Word symbols.
Air.
Air, evil, all.
All right. what's its diff?
It's
Say
a
one diff.
Oh my god, we're playing it.
It's a 1/4.
That's I'll play
no
all
block.
the 4s.
With
I will
no
play
block.
all the 4s I have to. If it says I can't get Purifying Charmed and you're
This
still
card
dead.
got a lot better too. Nearly consumed. It
Take
says
4 stack.
yeah. After you take 4 more damage from an attack, you destroy it to stack a character from your discard pile, and it has good water order. So like,
Oh.
Taisei can play it under order. Selinka,
Joffrey.
yeah.
You would never play the Entice. You won't.
You
just
can't
won't.
afford to take
Oh,
the
you're
damage.
You're right. Well, actually, you can.
No.
If
once
you flip,
once
if you flip, it's too late.
Yeah.
If you flip, it's already game over,
It's-
man.
I guess.
You're on the back half. You better kill them or you're dead.
So-
Like, you're a 5-hander with nothing.
I'm giving examples of characters that can play it more so. So, Selenka, it's actually, I'd say it's good in because I'll take 4.
She's got
Sick.
29 health
Yeah,
for some fucking reason.
yeah.
'Cause
I'll-
she's a dragon.
I think she's a dog, is she?
no, she's a horse. She's
a horse?
She's a Kirin, which is
You know,
a horse.
that makes a lot of sense. That
Because
makes
Kieran Soul.
Yeah,
yeah.
she's a horse.
I asked someone if it was a dragon. They said yes. Whatever.
Was it Tyler?
Anyways, I think it was Tyler.
Damn him. Damn him straight to hell.
Yeah.
Damn you, Tyler.
But for like other revamping, I think like some Bebop stuff like gets revamped again.
Such as?
Like Ed 9 stuff
Oh, yeah?
under order, and then like Bebop Blues is gonna be good because there's gonna be a bunch of actions running around.
Yeah.
And
Jet.
then,
Increase their ratings by
Mhm.
2.
yeah.
You better give that damage or you're not gauging me.
The last card that I'm going to talk about is actually just like the rich get richer. Fatality is insane, this format.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Fatality in Dejanet is crazy. Fatality, like there's... In Selinka is crazy. Fatality with Moondance Ritual is nuts.
Yeah.
Fatality with...
I've been doing sick fatality things in Taisei.
hey, did you accidentally check a couple characters and you want to gauge those back in? Actually,
Why?
remove them all from the game.
Yeah.
I get a momentum.
I get a momentum.
You better be playing evil, water, or fire.
So that we can... Evil...
Pick them up with 13th.
Oh, that's right. It's the
13th experiment.
Yeah, it's the Mad Perot card
Yeah.
that says...
Discard 1. Remove 1 card from your hand. Remove this. Pick up a thing from your statement.
Yeah.
Remove from game pile.
A character. Not a
Character.
thing.
Yeah, not a thing. Just
Anything
character.
you want.
It better be a character, though.
Does not have... It's got evil, though.
Wow.
So
So yeah, I think that's like the last card I have. Rich get richer. Play Fatality in your decks.
yeah.
1 and 2 of.
One of the characters that I didn't actually get around to mentioning when I was talking about Nearly Consumed is actually Eugenia. That card is actually so good in her.
Yeah.
I'll take this damage. Oh, sick. I'll build this Eugenia too. Now I can copy something, which is
On
actually
your turn. Or
That-
your attack.
that's fine. Or on your reversal.
Why have you not made a Eugenia deck yet?
I mean,
He
I
messed
have
with
a-
he messed
I-
with the one here.
I have a list, and you guys had a list,
So?
but I wasn't a huge fan of that list.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck you too, huh?
Well, I have to be honest. Honesty is #1 policy.
I totally agree. Except for when I made a sick Eugenia list. You keep your fucking opinions to yourself,
Yeah.
Travis.
Sick, like the Applebee's you
Needs
ate
to be-
the other day.
Sick needs to be put down.
Needs to be
Where's
put
my,
in the
where's my shotgun?
incinerator.
Time to take it out back.
That's where I was trying to get to. I just couldn't
Take
get
it to the
there.
morgue. Yeah. So I think that's like one of the best characters to utilize.
Do you know where you
Nearly
left your
Consumed.
shovel?
Eugenia is one of the best characters to utilize it because you just get to stack 2 dot.
Yeah. And when I look at her, she has the most potential with her 2 dot as a character besides like Selinka, because copying an ability is not something we see very often, and B, typically an insane effect. So like if we look at Tech Sphere, that card got errated and it says copy a card. So like just being able to reuse things is an insane effect that we don't see
I'm
much.
upset she doesn't have a text for symbol.
Shut up.
I'm so upset
I'm
by it.
so
And
happy.
I'm so
she
upset
just,
by
she
it.
just like pesters your opponent too by
Yeah.
just removing their cards.
Yeah.
And then like manipulating their discard pile.
There are so many good things.
Time them out.
There are
I
so
have to
many,
look through your discard pile. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I got one red light. Hold on. Cat's cradle.
20 minutes late
Yep.
there.
Yeah.
Nah, I don't want to do it yet. Go ahead.
There-
Make one check. I gotta look again. Hold on. All right, we're
They
good.
play. It's just like you play an ability. You look through it. You're not even planning on using it. But you're like, pause.
I'm
You like
up a game, huh?
you
Man, it's
you
reversals all over again. Play on your own turn.
You pause for a second.
Nah.
Okay, you can. I'm gonna pass on my enhance.
Yeah.
And you just sit there and like, he's gonna like do something.
I've got a swordfish in there. He's gonna just cancel my attack. Oh no! Oh no! I got the block.
There are so many good things that you can actually just randomly hit off Eugenia.
Make a list.
I will. I have a list. I just need to put it together.
Put it together.
All right.
Yeah, but it sucks. Multiples don't work.
Shut up. Oh, my
Oh,
God.
that's so fair. I don't want to hear it.
It
It
sucks
was
so
actually-
much.
It was actually a 0-10 matchup with Zolt. It was insane.
Ah, do you check an attack, man? Multiple 3-year attack on my turn. On my attack.
Oh. Dang it! You blocked my purification. Well, I guess that goes to the top of my discard pile, huh? Did you play your own flying Yamato spear? Balls.
Multiple 3.
Oh, and gauge. It's like, why?
I only get to use it once. I
I'm
only get to
glad
use one.
Eugenia is ruled like that.
She would have been extremely busted if she was not.
I actually think she would have been just actually okay.
Old cards that are good again. Are we done with the topic?
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
Look it up.
Secret History.
Secret History is very good.
It's gonna be. I think it's okay.
It's bang. Or
You're
it's stop.
right.
I think
It
it's
is,
good
but you have to have
to-
momentum, and it's only on your turn.
We're already
No,
your
it's
attack.
only on
Your
your
attack.
attack. You can
Your
reversal
We're
them.
playing fatalities. So, with that, thank you very much for watching this episode of Study Hall here on UFS University. If you like the content, please go to patreon.com/UFS University. Subscribe to one of the tier levels and get some cool stuff.
Get some stuff.
Not a 7th Cross.
Check out that free paid content.
big content.
Free
So
paid
with
content.
that, from all of us here at UFS University, stay learned.
Get learned.
Been learned.
Adios.